Hey everyone, Brickhouse here, and gonna talk a little Aquaman. Before I get started, please, if you would take the time to like, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell to get notified when my content becomes available here on YouTube. And with the house cleaning out of the way, or the housekeeping out of the way, let's just jump right on in, shall we? Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom. Gonna be out later this year. Needless to say, I don't expect this movie to do very well at the box office. I think it's gonna be right along the lines of, I think it'll do better than The Flash. But I think it's gonna perform probably right along the lines of Ant-Man and the Wasp, would be my guess. But there's a report out there that Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom underwent third set of reshoots due to issues with story clarity. Story clarity. The past few DC movies, especially The Flash, have been spotlighted and called out for their rashes of reshoots that ultimately did nothing to improve the final product. Reshoots are accounted for in the average blockbuster movie's budget. Well, not always. As a necessity under normal circumstances. But these are extraordinary times in Hollywood. Yeah, you've got the writer's strike, you've got the Screen Actors Guild strike, you've got the fact that Warner and Disney both don't have any money left. The Flash, for one, underwent multiple reshoots that changed the ending as much of the plot. Similarly, Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom is said to have undergone numerous reshoots that altered the film's connection to the larger DCEU, which is now pretty much dead. Michael Keaton and Ben Affleck's Batman variants were the most prominent victims tossed under the bus in the process. As of this writing, neither is set to appear in the Aquaman sequel. Well, it's because neither one is going to be in the DCU moving forward. Even though they were poised to with the direction the DCEU was heading in. That was pre-James Gunn and Peter Safran. In fact, a new report from the Hollywood Reporter's Boris Kitt notes that Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom has undergone 3 sets of reshoots since it originally finished principal photography in January of 2022. So in the last year and a half, it's gone through 3 sets of reshoots. The report notes the film underwent 2 reshoots between the summer of 2022 and the beginning of 2023 after received uninspiring test screenings. Again, this does not bode well for this movie. Now, even after these 2 reshoots, the film received a third set in the middle of June that was shot in New Zealand reportedly over the course of 4 days, despite being approved for 5 days. It notes the third round of reshoots is almost an unprecedented number, even for a movie of this scale. While it's unclear what exactly the issue is with the film, THR's Boris Kitt shares, one insider said the issue of story clarity has been an ongoing concern. This is what happens when you have the new guys take over from the old guys, and the new guys say, no, we're going to go in this direction. We're going to eliminate what the old guys did. And so we need to make this movie fit in with what we want to do moving forward, us being the new guys. You guys follow that? Interestingly, the film's director, James Wan, previously told to The Hollywood Reporter that he had to make adjustments along the way in order for the film to adapt to the new leadership at DC Studios and their vision for the future of the DC Universe. He added the DCU has been through lots of different versions, and one of the things that was challenging about this film was keeping track of what's going on. I'm surprised James Wan just didn't say, you know what, screw it, I'm done, I'm out. You guys figure it out. In a bit of a turn, he then noted that his film isn't really connected, despite just explaining he had to make adjustments due to its connective nature. Fortunately, the Aquaman universe is pretty far removed from the rest of the world. We're going to many different underwater kingdoms that are not necessarily related to what's happening with the other movies and characters, so we're standalone in that respect. So I can just tell my story on its own without being affected too much, but at the same time, I have to be mindful of what's been happening, he concluded. As for the film's story, I think people are going to be excited to see that this movie is quite different from the first movie in terms of tone. It's a little bit more serious, and we're dealing with issues like climate change. Here we go. Climate change. We're going to deal with an issue in a superhero movie that, in my opinion, and the opinion of many others, isn't an issue or isn't a big issue. Because guess what, folks? The climate's always changing. It's been changing for thousands of years. We're not afraid to lead to that in a big way, because the Aquaman comic book, even way back when, has always been environmentally conscious. He's always been someone who's fought to keep the ocean clean, and it feels more relevant in the world that we're living in today. So this movie has something to talk about, but it's still a fun action fantasy movie. Okay, remember what I said about doing the same dollars as, say, Ant-Man and the Wasp? Nah. In contrast to Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom, the upcoming Blue Beetle film began production during this turbulence of Warner Brothers' Discovery and appeared to be the exception, escaping the chaotic treadmill of endless rewrites and reshoots. However, Kit's report does note that the film did receive 2 days of additional shooting, although it's unclear if this was already scheduled reshoots that the films typically include in their budgets, or if this was similar to Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom's reshoots, which are clear, unplanned shoots that inflate the film's budget. So, I will leave it to you guys. What do you think? You gonna go see Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom? Me, I'll probably still go see it, but it won't be an IMAX. It'll be a regular theater, probably my local theater where it's super cheap to go. And I'll probably do a quick review on it. And it'll probably be a quick review on how they totally missed the boat with the movie. And it's not going to do the same box office as Ant-Man and the Wasp. So there you have it. I don't know what else to tell you guys, but check it out. Don't check it out. There you go. While you're taking the time to comment, please take the time to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, hit the notification bell to get notified when my content is available here on YouTube. And with that, thank you for watching, and I will see you later.